Stadium in Thousand Oaks, where we're getting ready for the start of tonight's football game between the Westlake High Warriors and the Camarillo Scorpions. Once again, let's remind everybody that it is homecoming tonight, and we will be bringing you all the halftime ceremonies for the homecoming king and queens, and so stay tuned to that. Let's go over once again the standings in the Marymount League. The Westlake High Warriors lead it. They are in first place with a 3-0 record. And overall 6-1. By the way, Westlake is ranked 5th overall in the entire CIF Coastal Conference, and that's over 34 teams again. So Westlake, a surprise leader in the Marymount League. As you see a shot of the fans here at homecoming. And we're going to get ready for the start of this game. The teams have yet to come out to the field. They're the officials for tonight's game. Some more interesting stats. Westlake is ranked 11th overall in the CIF in total offense. They average 17 points a game. Westlake is only giving up 5 points a game on defense. Camarillo, on the other hand, they're giving up 13 points on defense, and they are averaging 11 points on offense. So on paper, it almost looks like a mismatch, but we'll have to wait and see. Westlake beat Camarillo last year in the only game that these two teams have played, so you got to know that Westlake, or Camarillo that is out for blood right now and revenge. Right there, you see some of the mothers of the players for Westlake High wearing their sons' visiting uniforms. Those are the mothers of the Westlake High Warriors right there. And so again, we're getting ready for the start of tonight between Westlake and Camarillo. Reminder, immediately following this game on Store Cable, Cal Lutheran College football will be coming your way, so stay tuned for that. Let's go over some of the happenings that are going to come at halftime right now. While I have a chance, I'll give you the names of the freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior king and queens. Jason Colvin and Jill Harling, they are representing the freshman classes of king and queen. Christy Giffen and Kenny Burke are the sophomore king and queens. And you see Westlake High Warriors now are coming onto the field, led by Coach George Gutierrez. By the way, Karen Joyce and Mike Schutz, they are the junior king and queens. And then the senior nominees for queen is Karen Terrell and Jenny Walsleben. And the kings are Quint Kuhl and Chong Yu. So stay tuned for halftime for that. Again, Westlake High, looks like they're going to come right through that. There you see them right there on your screen, led by their coach, George Gutierrez. The seniors being introduced right now. That's number 12, Dan Schifferman. You see him coming through right now. Number 18, Jim Abbott coming through. There's their starting quarterback, number 19, Steve Chop. What they're doing right now is introducing all the seniors. Number 22, John Martins. And there's number 23, Scott Winkler. These seniors playing their last home game in their career here at Westlake High. Number 25, Peter Weingartner. Number 29 coming through right now, Bill Wiley. You see Bill right there. Here's their leading ground gainer, number 31, Jamin McNeil. Gained over 500 yards so far this season. Number 33, Brandon Rowe. Here's number 34, Dave Bakos. Bill Fyander coming through, number 43. Number 58, John Weissman. And there's number 60, Chris Tupin. Number 65, Norm Stanley. You see him right there, he's injured. He had a hurt wrist, and that's why he's not suited. Number 66, Brad Ashcraft. Brad's a big guy, listed at 6'3", 190 pounds. There's number 72, Bob Thaler. There's Tom Moore, number 73. So these Westlake High seniors playing their last game for Westlake. Number 75, Dave Bailey. Number 78, Nick Lavatuta. And number 80, Barry Fisher. Number 82, Steve Bagley. You'll see a lot of him today at tight end. And number 51, Craig Slavin. And the rest of the Westlake High varsity. And of course, they're introducing all the senior mothers out there. A big moment, I tell you, a very classy pregame being put on here by Westlake High. Letting their seniors get their last bow. I really like that. I think that's very, very classy indeed. So Westlake all fired up right now. Now coming on the field is the Camarillo Scorpions on the far side, as you see the Westlake High bench on the near side. There they are, the Camarillo Scorpions. We're getting ready for the opening kickoff of this game between the Camarillo Scorpions and the Westlake High Warriors, and we'll have the flip at midfield coming up real soon. There are cheerleaders out there, and of course there's going to be some alumni cheerleaders out here because it is homecoming. And they invite some of the old cheerleaders to come out and participate once again. So right now the Camarillos are getting ready to come out at midfield for the flip. A beautiful night here in Thousand Oaks, the moon shining bright. A little bit on the cool side, but it's perfect weather if you're a football fan. There's a shot of head coach George Contreras. So what a job he's done this year. You see him firing up his crowd right there, or his team, I should say. Number 51, Craig Slavin. Number 31, Jamin McNeil will represent Westlake High as they're the team captains today. They'll come out and flip. And we're going to wait for the flip right now. You see the official out there getting ready. There's a toss, and we'll see who wins it. Looks like Westlake might have won the toss. They're talking right now to Camarillo. We'll wait and see for the official call. It is that way. Westlake won the toss and accepted to receive. Camarillo will defend the goal to my right, or our right, should I say. So we're getting ready for the start of the night's game. Should be a big game indeed. Every game is big for Westlake as they hold a one-game lead in first place over Thousand Oaks. Thousand Oaks is 3-1. Westlake is 3-0, as TO won yesterday. So if Westlake loses today, there'll be a two-way tie in first place between TO and Westlake, and they tee off against each other next week. So no matter which way you look at it, next week's game is big. Right there you see the receiving unit for Westlake coming out. And now the kicking unit comes out for Camarillo. We're getting ready finally for the start of this high school game. I'm going to check who's Jamin McNeil will be one of the deep men for Westlake. Right there you see the kicking squad for Camarillo. Kicking off for Camarillo will be Steve Pinto, I think. Number 64, that's correct. Steve Pinto will do the kicking for Camarillo High School. So we're getting ready for the start. Pinto will again check the ball and tee it up exactly the way he wants it. Very, very crisp, cool night here. The wind is not even blowing whatsoever. The flag is standing still. So we're waiting for the signal from the official for the start of tonight's game. McNeil is deep for Westlake. We're still waiting for the signal from the official, and now we got it. And when Pinto approaches the ball, this game will be underway. Kick is up, and it's going to be short, way short, fielded by one of the mid-men. It's going to be hit immediately, though, and be brought down about the 30-yard line, and that's where Westlake will put the ball in action. So 1st and 10. The ball will be marked right on the 37-yard line, or excuse me, 27-yard line. So 1st and 10. Steve Chomp brings his troops out of the huddle. They like to run a lot. Westlake runs a lot on defense, or offense that is, so keep the ball on the ground. Watch out. They give it to the swing man. That is McNeil. He has room, and he's pushed out of bounds finally about the midfield mark. Or make that about the 40-yard line, that is, of Westlake. So McNeil gains 15 yards, another 1st and 10 for Westlake. Jamin McNeil running the mission play. Chop just gave him the ball, and McNeil had the entire right side of the line to run around. Give him 15 yards, 1st and 10. Ball marked on the 40-yard line. McNeil and Iverson are the Everson, that is, are the split backs. They gave us to the first man through. That's Everson. He's got room. He shakes one tackler. He's to the 30, the 25, the 20, and knocked out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Joe Iverson, or Everson that is again. 2 big running plays in a row for Westlake. And they have a 1st and 10, ball on the 18-yard line. Westlake breaks out. They're set to go. Again, Iverson and McNeil are the slot backs. Now McNeil shifts into the flanker position. This time to give us to number 3, Scott Winkler. He's got room. Touchdown, Warriors. Just like that, Westlake goes 73 yards in 3 plays, all on the ground, and it's 6-0 the Warriors. McNeil is in formation now to kick the extra point. They might go for 2 unless they shift out of it. Now they shift out of it. And they're going to go for the 2-point or the 1-point conversion. Puckett is in for the conversion attempt. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And Westlake leads it 7-0. 11 minutes and 1 second left to go here in the first quarter. That drive only took 59 seconds and 3 plays. They went 73 yards. Oh my. Nice crowd out here at Westlake. I tell you what, Camarillo's got to be in shock right now. 3 plays, all on the ground, 3 different ball carriers. McNeil on the first carrier, Everson on the second carry, and then Winkler on the third carry, and just like that, 6 points for the Warriors. So John Puckett now will kick off for Westlake. You see him right there teeing up the ball. I can't see who's deep, though, for Camarillo. Crowd all fired up here on the Westlake side. Awfully quiet on the Camarillo side, though. So Puckett ready to put it up in the air. The kick is up, and it's going to be a long kick, going to be taken there by number 30. He's to the 25 and carried there right about the 27-yard line. Or that was number 80, excuse me. Larry Hairston. So the Camarillo Scorpions put the ball 1st and 10. Ball on the 27.5-yard line, marking the 28-yard line. Gary Wagner will come out and play quarterback this first series. Last time Camarillo played, we saw Wagner and Lang, the other quarterback, alternate every other series. So Wagner will come out and start. He is the son of the head coach for Camarillo. Wagner once again ready. He's going to get to the second man through. That is number 40, Rob Steele. He barrels forward for about 2 yards, maybe only 1. It'll be second down. Give him 2 yards. So second down and 8. The ball will be marked on the 20-yard line, or 30-yard line. 10 minutes, 23 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Westlake leads at 7-0. They scored in the first 3 plays of the game, or should I say it took them only 3 plays to score. Scorpions in a I formation. man to the right side. Wagner calling his signals. Will go back to pass. He rolls to its right, looks, throws. It's intercepted. Oh no, it's caught. It was grabbed right out of the hands of the Westlake defender. Make a good catch. That was number 84, Tom Legasic. So Legasic steals the ball away from Westlake. The pass was intercepted, but Legasic just stripped the man from the ball. On the ball, should I say. We'll have a third down coming up, 3rd and 5. So a gain of 3 on the play. I'll have a 3rd and 5 coming up. Ball on the 33-yard line. Slot left for the Scorpions in an I formation. Wagner sets his line. He will give to the second man through. That's Steele. He's in immediately for a gain of 1. It'll be a 4th down. So the Westlake High defense, living up to its reputation, does not give Camarillo a 1st down. Westlake's defense has only given up 5 points a game, an average of 5 points a game this season. They're awfully stingy on defense. Going deep for Westlake will be number 34, Brandon Rowe. So Rowe is the deep man for Westlake on this punt. Camarillo getting ready for the punting situation. 4th and 4. Snap is good, the punt is up. It's going to be a very short and high punt. Rowe calling for a fair catch. Grabs it right there at the 40-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 39-yard line. No, mark it at the 40-yard line. So that's exactly where Westlake will put the ball in action. 1st and 10. Let's see if Westlake can do the same exact thing they did last time. They ran 3 plays, gained 73 yards on those 3 plays, and was in for a touchdown. 3 different ball carriers touching the ball. So Steve Chop brings his Warriors out of the huddle. They're set to go 1st and 10. Backs are split. Now Winkler will move into a flanker position. As they shift out of it, they give us to McNeil, sweeping to the right side. McNeil around the corner, gets away, but tackle by Camarillo knocks McNeil down by the 45-yard line. 46-yard line, it looks like. 47-yard line, so a gain of 7, and we'll have a 2nd down and 3 coming up. Zifferman comes out of the game. 2nd down and 3 coming up. Everson and McNeil, the slot man, or setbacks now. McNeil moves to the slot, and Winkler moves back. They give us to Everson up the middle. He's hit, but it scrounges forward for a 1st down. Gets hit at the 50-yard line, and then just barreled over the Camarillo tackler for another about 3 yards. So a 1st and 10 for Camarillo. Ball marked on the 53-yard line. Or should I say, I'm sorry, the 48-yard line. What am I saying, Jim? Come on. 7 minutes, 54 seconds left to go here in the 1st quarter. Westlake on the roll once again. On the ground. Chop's only thrown 44 passes all year. This time Chop will roll to his left side. He's going to keep the ball. He gets hit right about the 46-yard line, or should I say 42-yard line. And he's going to be brought down to the 41-yard line, so we'll have a 2nd down. Give him a gain of 5. Actually, a gain of 6, so we'll have a 2nd and 4. Once again, Chop leads the Warriors out of the huddle. Chop setting his line. We'll give to, on a reverse inside to McNeil. He's through it. He gets the 1st down. He's tackled at the 31-yard line. A reverse inside handoff that time by Westlake. He gave to the wide man, and then McNeil cut inside, and that wide man gave it to McNeil. McNeil got 7 yards for the 1st down. The ball down on the 31-yard line. So a 1st and 10 for Westlake. This time we got a slot to the right side. That's Winkler. Now he goes into motion. He's going to get the ball. Winkler hit right at the line of scrimmage, runs forward for about 2 yards, and that's all he's going to get. He's going to be marked right at the 28-yard line. So they're going to give him, 3 yards? 2nd and 7. So give Winkler 3 yards. And then 2nd and 7 coming up for the Warriors. Once again, Chop ready, calling the signals for the Warriors. And he'll give it to the 1st man through. That's Everson, and Iverson that is. He gets to the 26-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd down situation now for Westlake. It'll be their first 3rd down situation of the game. 3rd and 4. So Chop once again ready. He sets his line. They're to the slot. And they're going to give to Iverson. He's through for the first down. And a lot more after that. Iverson gets knocked down at the 17-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it. 1st and 10 Westlake. So once again, they're on the march. Very impressive offensive showing by Westlake so far. If you're interested, Camarillo ranks 16th in the CIF. They're averaging 13 points scored against them on defense. Westlake's making it look easy tonight. 1st and 10, ball on the 17-yard line. They give us to Iverson. He's through. He could have a touchdown. Yes, touchdown Westlake. Iverson untouched as they went through the line, and it's barreled forward for the 6 points, and Westlake leads it 13-0. The Warriors now will get set for the extra point, and again they're lined up for a 2-point conversion. Let's see if they switch it. Okay, now they switch to the 1-point conversion, so Puckett will go into formation now. Harrison will be the holder. Snap is down, the ball is up, and it is no good. The ball was partially blocked. Puckett couldn't get everything out of it, and the ball just fell short of the crossbar, so that's where we remain right now. The score, Westlake Warriors 13 to Camarillo Scorpions nothing. With 5:21 left to go here in the first quarter, and you see a very excited cheerleader group for Westlake. 13-0, the Warriors lead it. Impressive drives in a row. If they keep this up, it looks like Westlake will be unstoppable in offense tonight. As we said, Westlake is in first place in the Marymount League. They are unbeaten, 3-0, and they are 6-1 overall. Puckett will go into getting ready to tee up the ball right now. Harrison is deep for Camarillo. Puckett's ready, he kicks the ball up. It's a line drive. Going to be handled by Harrison. He takes it right to 5. He's to the 15, 20, 25. Knocked right at the 28.5-yard line mark at the 29. So that's where Camarillo put it in play, 1st and 10. 5 minutes, 15 seconds in the first quarter. Westlake leads it 13-0. This will be the second series in a row, or second series, I say, for Camarillo. Let's see who plans out to play quarterback. It's going to be Wagner again. Last time we saw Wagner and Lang trade off every other series. Now Wagner will come in and play quarterback for the first 2 series. Maybe Lang won't play. We'll have to wait and see. Backs are in an I formation. Wagner back to pass. He's looking, throws. He has his man. He's knocked out of bounds right there about the 37-yard line. Mark at the 38. He'll be close to the first down. Good throw that time by Wagner, rolling to his right side. So we're going to have second down and 2. Second down and 2. Big first down. That's a big first down play that time for Camarillo. They had to get the big yards. Second and 2 coming up for Camarillo. They're going to slot right in the I formation. Wagner sets his line. It looked like Westlake jumped, but they got back in time. Steele running to the right side. He cuts the inside, gets to the first down, and he's tackled right there at the 40-yard line. But Steele gets the first down. The ball will be marked. Now they're going to call a timeout. They might want to measure this. Looks like to me they got it. So the officials called timeout, and they're going to measure. The ball is marked actually at the 39-yard line. So it is going to be close. It looked like Steele got out of bounds at the 40, but the officials marked it at the 39. And they're going to mark it a first down now. So the officials say first down, and Camarillo breaks the huddle. So 1st and 10, ball on the 39-yard line. 4 minutes and 39 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Wagner calling his signals. Backs are in I formation. They give us to the first man through. That's number 32, Brian Paulson. So Brian Paulson gets about, now we got a timeout here. He gets the first down. So give Paulson 11 yards on the play. The ball will be marked right at the 50-yard line. Now we got a time called as the officials are checking an equipment problem with one of the Camarillo players. 4 minutes, 29 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. 13-0 Westlake leads it. If you didn't catch the pregame show, this is homecoming for Westlake. So stay tuned. We're going to give you all the halftime activities, the Westlake High Marching Band, and of course the King and Queen ceremonies and the crowning of the 1982 homecoming King and Queen of the senior class. Okay, we're set to go once again. Camarillo breaks their huddle. Clock is running. Ball on midfield. First and 10 for Camarillo. Slot to the left side. The backs are in I formation. Here sets his line. The give is nobody. They're just going to go back to pass. Wagner rolling to his left side. Throws. He has his man. And he's going to be tackled right at the 35-yard line. That's number 84, Tom Legasic. Legasic coming across the field on the left side. Wagner doing a good job rolling to the wrong side. If you're a right-handed quarterback, hit him right in the nose. Wagner has thrown 3 passes, completed all 3. He's 3 for 3. So Gary Wagner doing a good job. Ball marked on the 35-yard line of Westlake. First and 10, Camarillo. So Camarillo put out a little offensive show of their own right now. Backs are in I formation once again. Wagner calls his signals, pitches back to Steele, rolling to the left side. Steele is hit from behind, but stays on his feet and is knocked out of bounds about the 28-yard line? It's hard to see from my angle. Let's mark it. Ball will be on the 25-yard line. Okay. 24, they're going to mark it officially. So we'll have a second down and 1 coming up for Camarillo. So give Steele 9 yards. Now the officials call a timeout. They say that Camarillo has broke their huddle too soon. They want to get this marking this ball correctly. The head referee said, wait a minute, let's measure first. So the measurement is coming out right now. You see it on your screen. And the officials are still confused of where they're going to put the chains right now. Okay, now we're set. There you go. There's a shot of the Westlake High Warriors cheerleader section. They're just inches short. So we're going to have a second down and inches coming up for Camarillo. Boy, I tell you, this is the play that you want to go long over the middle right now. Go for the 6 points. You can always come back and try to get those inches later on the third down play. Westlake's secondary has to be careful. This is one of those plays where you like to go long. Let's see what Camarillo does. I bet they keep it on the ground. And Wagner will give to Steele, going to the right side. He scrums forward for the first down. So Steele gets the first down for Camarillo, and the ball will be marked at the 23-yard line. So first and 10. That's where Westlake or Camarillo will put it into play. 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first period. The clock is running. This time the backs are in an I formation once again. They are always in I formation. They don't separate from that. They give us to the through. That's number 32, Paulson, and he gets through for another Camarillo first down. That is a misdirection play. Actually, a counter play. They fake the pitch to the right side and give the handoff inside to the left side of the line. They simply just call that a tailback, halfback counter play. And it gets the first down. So first and 10, ball on the 12-yard line, or 11-yard line of Westlake. So Camarillo showing a little bit of offense right now. Remember, Westlake has one of the best defenses in the CIF. The pitch is to Steele, going to the right side. Steele moves forward. He's hit right about the 8-yard line. Tupin is in on the tackle. We're going to have a second down coming up. Holding for the mark will be about a gain of 5. So the ball is marked on the 7-yard line, a gain of 5, or a gain of 4, they're going to say. 2nd and 6, okay. Ball on the 7-yard line. Wagner sets his line. He's ready to go. A good shot there on the Storer Cable cameras. They give us a steal up the middle. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. He maybe gets a 1 or 2 yards out of it at the most. We'll have a 3rd down coming up. So a big 3rd down play coming up for Camarillo right now. I don't think they want to settle for just 3 points. They want to get this 1st down. Give Steele a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd and 5. So the ball marked on the 6-yard line. 3rd and 5 for Camarillo. Big 3rd down play coming up. They got to get to the 2-yard line for the 1st. Or the 1-yard line, should I say. Wagner this time will roll to his right side. He's looking. He's going to south. As he gets to the 1st down, he might be short. Wagner was looking to throw, but no one was open, so he decided to keep the ball himself. And he's going to be short of the 1st down, maybe by about 1 yard. He's going to be short 2 yards, so we're going to have a 4th and 2 coming up. The ball is marked at the 3-yard line, and you got to get to the 1 for the 1st down. And they're going to go for it. So a 4th and 2, ball on the 3-yard line. If they don't get this, boy, what a boost that will give the Westlake. Right on the ground. This game is won in the trenches, they say. They give us a steal to the left side. He cuts, and he's tackled from behind for a loss. A great tackle by number 51, Slavin. What a play by the senior captain. So he saves a touchdown for Westlake, and Westlake will have the ball 1st and 10 on 5-yard line. So Westlake makes the big defensive play. Senior captain Slavin tackling Steele in the backfield before Steele can make a move. Chop brings his troops out of the huddle. This should be the last play of the quarter. They give it straight ahead to McNeil. And with that is the gun ending the 1st quarter to play with the score Westlake 13, Camarillo nothing. A recap of that 1st quarter for you. Westlake took the opening kickoff, 73 yards, 3 plays, all on the ground to establish an early 7-0 lead. The big play of that series was the 35-yard gain by Iverson. And then when Westlake got the ball back again, they scored once again. Right there you see the Westlake Warrior mascot dancing with the cheerleaders. It's homecoming, and it's a big festive atmosphere here at Lancer Stadium. Camarillo had a chance to score there. They had a 3rd down and 5 on their own 6-yard line, and they got to the 3-yard line. So then they had a 4th and 2. They had a 4th and 2, and they did not make it. Slavin came up with a big tackle in the backfield on Steele. And that's how Westlake got the ball back. So now we're getting ready for the start of the 2nd quarter with the score 13-0 Westlake. And right now we're waiting for the officials just to get things started. One of the head officials talking to quarterback Steve Chop. The Camarillo coach right now is out on the field yelling at the officials. Now we're set to go. Ball on the 7-yard line. We have a 2nd and 8 coming up. Chop sets his line. 3 men in the backfield. Neal in motion to give us to Iverson off the right side of the line. He scrims forward for about 2 yards. So it'll be a 3rd down coming up for Westlake. Mark the ball right at the 10-yard line. So it'll be a 3rd down and long 5 coming up. 3rd down and 6 they're going to call. Actually, it was 5.5, so they're going to say 3rd and 6 for Westlake. Let's see if Chop comes out throwing. He's only thrown 44 passes all season. He hasn't thrown yet today. Man in motion. They're going to give for the 1st man through, and he's going to be tackled right at the 14-yard line. McNeil was a ball carrier. So a 4th down coming up for Westlake. They'll have to punt for the 1st time in tonight's game. Ball will be marked at the 14-yard line. So 4th and 2 coming up for Westlake. they'll be forced to punt. Number 17, Lavin. Alvaro Lavin is in punt formation for the Westlake Warriors. Snap is good. Lavin puts the ball up to low liner. This will be a return on the play. The ball is taken right at the midfield mark, and he's going to be tackled immediately by a swarm of blue jerseys. The way that ball was kicked, it looked like Camarillo was going to be able to get a run back on this play, but no way. The Westlake High Warriors are down, covering that punt excellently. There's about 5 blue jerseys all over. So it'll be first and 10, ball at the 49-yard line of Westlake. So the Scorpions starting with good field position. They trail at 13-0 with 10 minutes and 25 seconds left to go here in the first half. Wagner remains at quarterback for Steele, sets his line, backs are in an I formation. The give is to Steele going off the left side. Steele makes a couple moves, cuts inside, slips one tackle, gets to the 40-yard line. So give Leroy Hairston a gain of 9 yards. A lot of it on his own. McNeil and Slavin in on the tackle. So that was second down and 1 coming up for Camarillo. Ball marked right at the 40-yard line. Once again, the backs are in I formation. It's slot left or slot right for Camarillo. Wagner will go back to pass, rolling to his right side. He looks, throws long. He's got his man open. It's caught. Oh, what a catch. Tom Legasic with a diving catch at the 4-yard line. For the play of the game, Wagner had time to throw, and Legasic, with glue for fingers, brought that ball in at the 4. So first and goal to go on the 4-yard line for Camarillo. Legasic with a great catch. Wagner sets his line. They give us a steal to the right side. He's got room. He's to the 5, and he's hit right at the 4-yard line. Fumbles, but it's going to be after he was down. Let's see where they mark the forward progress, right at the 3-yard line. So it'll be second and goal on the 3-yard line. So good steal, a gain of 1. This is where the Westlake High defense gets tough. Remember, they came up the big play in the first quarter. Let's see if they can come up big again here in their goal line defense. There you see the Camarillo huddle right there. Second and goal, ball on the 3-yard line. Wagner checks over the defense for Camarillo. Wagner this time will roll to his left side. He gets the grade. He's got a man open. He throws. Touchdown. Wade Blair was open, number 42, and Wagner hit him right on the nose. So Camarillo gets on the board. That's now 13-6, Westlake. Wagner has been awesome today. He is 5 for 5 in the passing department. Well over 50 yards. My unofficial stats got him at 65. The kick is up, and it is good, and the flag's down on the play. We'll have to see what that's all about. Steve Pinto was the kicker. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be against Camarillo. So they're going to have to kick this ball over. It might be they're going to have a legal procedure. So legal procedure against Camarillo. So they'll have to kick the extra point all over again. They'll have to move it back 5 yards. So they'll kick it at the, they're going to mark the ball at the 7.5-yard line. That's what they should mark it at least. Let's see what they do. The officials are getting ready to mark it off. They're going to mark it off at the 8-yard line. And Pinto will try to have to put it up from the 15. So this will be a 25-yard extra point. John McGee is the holder, number 8. And Pinto once again set for the extra point. Now they call timeout. So I got a feeling Camarillo is taking just too much time. They didn't want the ball to be moved back another 5 yards. So Camarillo calls timeout. And Wagner, head coach Wagner, will come out to talk. Actually, they're not. Yeah, here he comes now. So Wagner will come out and talk to his out on the field. As you see in high school action, of course in college and pro, the coach cannot come out on the field to talk to his team. There you see some of the alumni and some of the current cheerleaders for Westlake. All having a good time coming back. You know, this girl's got to be kind of cold. It is a cool night here at Lancer Stadium. Remember, say 2 at halftime, the Westlake High marching band will entertain you. Of course, we'll have the crowning of the 1982 homecoming king and queen. So now we're ready to go. The extra point, that is. Pinto is ready. McGee is the holder. Snap is good to hold. It's good. The kick is up. It's blocked. Pinto just kicked the ball too low. It looked like the snap was good and the hold was good, but Pinto seemed to top the ball a little bit, and the score remains Westlake 13, Camarillo 6. So Camarillo can easily have a tie score right now. And remember, back in the first quarter, they had a 4th and 2, the ball on the 3-yard line, and they did not come up with it. So the next time they get the ball back, they score. So easily, Camarillo can have 2 touchdowns against the awfully stingy defense of Westlake. You know, that's got to concern Coach George Contreras right now. What has happened to his great defense of his? Remember, Westlake's only having an average of 5 points scored against them a game, and now they got 6 already, and we're still in the first half. 8:37 left to go here in the first half. 13-6 the score. Westlake leads it, and Pinto is set to kick it off for Camarillo. McNeil is deep for Westlake. Pinto's kick is up, and it's going to be a long kick. They're going to kick it to the right side of the field, or left side of the field. And they're going to get forward to about the 22-yard line. Harry Hatchin on the return, number 28. Or 26, that is. So the ball will be marked on the 20-yard line, 21-yard line, 1st and 10 for Westlake. And let's see if Chop can come back with another touchdown. Very exciting game so far. Very surprisingly offensive game. 1 man in the backfield for Westlake. I'm sure they're shipped out of it. They do. They give us to McNeil to the right side of the field. He cuts inside, gains about 6 yards on the play as he's knocked down at the 37 or 27-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 27-yard line. So we'll have a 2nd down coming up, a 2nd and 4. Seven minutes, 41 seconds left to go here in the first half. Chop sends McNeil in motion. They're going to give McNeil the pass. They're going to have a halfback option. The throw is incomplete. Camarillo read that halfback option perfectly. Number 43, Bill Fiander, was the intended receiver, the tight end. But he was well covered that side by the Camarillo secondary. Camarillo read that halfback option excellently. I think McNeil showed the option too early on that type of play. You want to make it look like you are going to run, but McNeil pulled up the pass right away, so that is the reason that play did not work. Chop will give to McNeil again to the right side. McNeil gets the first down a lot more. He's almost loose. He's dragged out of bounds. Flag goes down. McNeil goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line of Westlake. But a flag is down. We'll have to wait and see what that is. The flag was clipping against Westlake. So that play will be nullified, plus a 15-yard assessment against them. So a very big penalty against Westlake. The ball will be brought all the way back to the 21-yard line. We'll have a 3rd down and 10 coming up. The clip was marked off where it was, or the clip starts, where you mark off the penalty on a clip. It's marked where the clip occurred. So we'll have a 3rd and 10 coming up right now for Westlake, 3rd and 10. A passing situation for Chop. Let's see if he throws for the first time today's game. Chop, back to pass. He has the time. He steps, throws long over the middle. He's got his man, McNeil, wide open. He's got it. He's going to Touchdown, Warriors! McNeil out of the backfield. Broke wide open, not a man near him. And Chubb had all day to throw and hit it right on the numbers. And Westlake leads it 19-6. Westlake now calls timeout. Contreras is going to go out and talk to his team. They're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. You can bet on that right now. Remember, Westlake missed its last extra point. That's what it scores, 19-6. So the Warriors are going to go for a 2-point conversion, and George Contreras is out there. You see him with the headsets on in the huddle. He's going to go out there and tell his team exactly what to run right now. 6 minutes and 52 seconds left to go here in the first half. An excellent offensive showing by both teams here. Something we haven't really seen that much here in the Miramonte League. Most of it's been dominated by defense, but today, Westlake's offense has come alive, and the Camarillo offense has come alive also. George Contreras trotting off the field right there, their head coach. And Westlake will go for the 2-point conversion. They have a set play ready for this. And we'll see exactly what they're going to use here. They're going to have McNeil will be the slot man on the left side of the line. Chop sets his line. We'll go back to pass, rolling to his left side, throws, touchdown! Jamin McNeil, the intended receiver, caught the ball. The 2-point conversion is good, and Westlake leads it 21-6. McNeil, or should I say Chop, just went back to pass, rolled to his left side, and then lobbed the ball up in the air. McNeil just jumped up, caught it in a swarm of traffic. The 2-point conversion is good. Westlake leads it 21-6, and now they're going to kick off. 6 minutes, 52 seconds left to go in the first half. An excellent game, but you can't count Camarillo out. They've put on 2 good drives in a row. One for a touchdown, the other one to be spoiled right at the 3-yard line. So Puckett will kick the ball off for Westlake. Westlake now moving from right to left across your dial. Kick is up, and it's going to be taken there at the 15-yard line. Fumble on the play, and who has it? Westlake. The ball carrier was number 26, John Lee. He was carrying the ball up high in his right arm, and as the tackler came in, just jarred the ball loose, and Westlake with a big break. They can up their lead once again, extend their lead, should I say. The ball marked at the 25-yard line of Camarillo. 1st and 10 for the Westlake Warriors. Chop sets his line. Now sends McNeil in motion. Chop back to pass, looking, throws down the field, incomplete. The ball was overthrown. Winkler was the intended receiver. He was a slot man on the right side. And Winkler that time was wide open, but Chop just overthrew him. Once again, Chop with plenty of protection. The southpaw quarterback. So we'll have a 2nd and 10 coming up for Westlake. Let's keep the ball on the ground or decide to run the ball or throw the ball. McNeil in motion. The give is to McNeil on the right side. McNeil slips one tackler, gets ahead and close to the first down. He's inside the 15-yard line. Pedro lining on the tackle. And they're going to give McNeil the first down. So a 1st and 10 coming up for Westlake. Ball will be marked at the 13-yard line. So the Warriors knocking on the door once again. Six minutes and 13 seconds and the clock running. Backs are split. Chop will give to Iverson off the left side. Iverson barrels his way to the 5-yard line. Hendrick in on the tackle. And we're going to have a 2nd and 2 coming up. Iverson just barreled his way through the line that time, a lot like Larry Zonka used to do with the old Miami Dolphins. 2nd and 2. Ball at the 5-yard line. Chop once again breaks the huddle. They're set to go. They give it to the first man through Iverson. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage. He might have got 1 yard on the play. Let's see if he's close to the first down. We'll have to wait for where they're going to mark the ball. A lot of hard hitting going on. Now we're going to have a stoppage of the play, and they're going to bring in the chains. And the officials say, let's measure this one. Okay, they're going to say first down, so no measurement needed. 1st and goal, ball on the 3-yard line. Chop looking for more points, sets his line, sends a man in motion. They give us to Winkler, and he's in or not? He might be stopped at the 1-yard line. So Winkler stopped right at the goal line. You see it right there. How close can you get without getting in? So I have a 2nd and goal. Ball inside the 1-yard line, so 2nd and inches. With a touchdown, that is. Westlake leads at 21-6. They're looking for more. What an offensive showing by the Warriors. I know George Contreras is really concerned about his offense earlier this season. The give is up the middle. Chop on the quarterback, keeps scores. So Chop on the quarterback sneak. Right up the middle, scores, and Westlake leads at 27-6. There's Contreras right there. A happy George Contreras. As I said earlier, he was very, very concerned the last 2 weeks about his offense not getting the output he thought they should. Well, I don't know what he's told his offense or what they put in this week, but whatever it was, it sure worked. They've scored 27 points, looking for more. Puckett is looking for the point after right now. Kick is up, and it is no good. It's wide to the left side, so Puckett misses. And the score remains 27-6 Westlake. But no matter which way you look at it, the Westlake Warrior coaching staff has got to be very, very pleased about their offensive showing tonight. Camarillo's no slouch whatsoever on defense. They are ranked 16th overall in CIF Coastal Conference out of 34 teams. They're averaging 13 points against them. So it's not like Camarillo has a weak defense. They got a very, very good defense. Westlake's offense, this has been playing incredibly good today. 27-6 to score. Westlake leads it here with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left to go here in the first half. Number 80, Lucy Hairston is deep. You saw him right there for Camarillo. There's Puckett. He's going to tee up the ball for Westlake. Waiting for the signal from the official. Puckett takes his short steps. The ball is going to be a low liner. And Hairston gets the ball. He scrims to a few tacklers, and it's going to be headed right there about the 27-yard line. So that's where the Camarillo Scorpions will put the ball in play here, 1st and 10. So the fumble hurt Camarillo. You remember they fumbled. That's the way the Warriors got the ball back for that last touchdown. So the fumble hurts Camarillo. The turnover. Ball on the 27-yard line. 1st and 10. Wagner will go out of the shotgun. Wagner's going to put the ball up in the air. He's out of the shotgun position. He's back to pass. He's looking, steps, throws, incomplete. The ball was intended for either number 42, Wade Blair, or number 84, Tom Legasic. It seemed like it was thrown right between them. Blair didn't turn around early enough. So we'll have a 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see if Wagner will stay out of the shotgun position. Wagner's got a very, very good arm. You can expect him to throw some. Okay, they're going to go from the regular quarterback snapping position. They're not from the shotgun this time. Time to give us a steal. He goes off the left side, hit it immediately. Maybe a gain of 1 yard, maybe 2. We'll have a 3rd down coming up for Camarillo. Ball up to the 30-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 7, or 3rd and 7. So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Scorpions. A big third down play indeed. Expect Wagner to come out throwing. And he's going to go out of the shotgun position, so it will be a pass. Wagner sets his line. He's back to pass. He's looking for the receiver. No one's open. Wagner's got to scramble off to a swingman. That's Steele. He gets the first down and a lot more as he's hit right at the 50, or should I say the 48-yard line of Westlake. So he's in, or is he? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see for the official marking. They're going to mark it at the, we're going to have a penalty flag down, so a personal foul Westlake, a late hit against the Warriors, so that's going to knock Camarillo way up there. So the ball will be marked at the 38-yard line of Westlake. So Camarillo knocking on the door once again. So boy, I tell you, some great offense being put on here by both teams. Wagner will work out the shotgun position once again. You see him there in the middle of your screen. Wagner back to pass. He's looking. Now he's going to be hit from behind and drop for a loss. That time the blitz being put on by Westlake, and nothing much that the Camarillo blocking can do. So Wagner will be dropped for a loss all the way back to the 49-yard line. So we're going to have a second down. Second and 21 yards to go. Second and 22 will be the official marking. Okay. So Wagner once again will work out of the shotgun position. I like this. I like to see these high school quarterbacks throw the ball. Wagner back to pass. This time he has the time. He throws. He's got his man. Wade Blair fumbles as he's hit. The ball goes out of bounds though. So Camarillo retained possession of the ball. McNeil with the hard tackle to knock the ball loose. So we're going to have a third down coming up, a 3rd and 5. So a gain of 17 yards on the pass play. So a 3rd and 5 coming up for Camarillo. They're going to mark it a 3rd and 6. Okay, that's the official marking. Once again, Wagner will be out of the shotgun position. Wagner back to pass. He's looking. Steps in the pocket, throws long all the way. He's got his man open. But the pass is overthrown. The pass intended for Wade Blair. But the throw was over the head of Blair, so we'll have a 4th and 6 coming up. And it looks like Camarillo will go for it. Well, we got ourselves a fantastic football game today, or tonight that is. The score, Westlake 27, Camarillo 14, a very, very exciting offensive show being put on by both these teams. You see the Westlake High Warriors ranked number 1 in the Mariamani League with a 3-0 record. A must-win situation for Westlake. If they lose, they'll be tied in first place with Thousand Oaks. So they only want to win today, or tonight, against their opponents, the Camarillo Scorpions. A shot there of head coach George Contreras. He's got to be a little bit concerned about defense. A defense that is only averaging 5 points against them a game this year, has already had 14 points scored against them in the first half. So he's got to be a little bit concerned, but very, very pleased with his offense, as their offense has put on 27 points. So almost like a switch of sides, you may say, in this game, where the offense is the surprise go-getters today, and their defense not doing as good as they usually do. Westlake will kick off here in the beginning of the second half. Camarillo will receive, and they will go left to right across your TV screen. Westlake will defend the goal to your right. There you see the Camarillo players. I want to give a congratulations to Jenny Wasleben. She was named the 1982 Homecoming Queen for the senior class of Westlake High. So congratulations, Jenny. Okay, Puckett is ready to tee the ball up, and we're getting ready for the start of the second half of tonight's football game. The Westlake High Warriors and the Camarillo Scorpions. Puckett says he's ready. Camarillo's ready. The officials say, let's get this game underway. Or the second half, that is. Kick is going to be a low liner. Going to be taken there by Hairston. And Hairston's going to be knocked there right about the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it. Maybe the 25. I can't see from this angle. Maybe the 26, I guess. Really hard to find out where that ball is marked from the angle where I'm perched. So I'm going to try to do my best to give you exactly where that ball is going to be marked. So we're going to have a 1st and 10. Clock running here in the beginning of the second half. Ball on the 26-yard line for Camarillo. Wagner, who had a magnificent first half at quarterback, will bring him out here in the second half. Number 7, you see him there. A great first half he had. Wagner will give the ball to Steele, and Steele's hit right about the 40 or 30-yard line. Number 40, Rod Steele, the ball carrier. 11:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Second half just underway. The score 27-14. Westlake leads it. Camarillo with the ball. Jim Osler here. Greg Schump, one of our usual announcers, couldn't make it today. He does send his regards, though, to everybody, and his best wishes. Camarillo will work out the I formation. They're in a slot to the right side. The give is to Steele off the left side. He only gets a couple of yards out of it. So Steele gets about 2 yards. We're going to have a 3rd down coming up. So a 3rd and maybe 4 coming up for Camarillo. We'll see what the official marking is going to be. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up. 10 and a half minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Camarillo with a big offensive play. Got to remember, Wagner is a threat to throw anytime, any place. He has shown his ability to throw in that first half of tonight's game. Wagner will give a misdirection play up the middle to number 32, Crenshaw will have the ball. Well, that wasn't Crenshaw. That was number 30, Larry Klein. That's the last time I'm going to listen to the Westlake PA announcer for the ball carrier. He's got a lot of names wrong today. So we got a 1st down and 10 for Camarillo, as Klein did get the 1st down. So 10 minutes even left to go here in the third quarter. The ball is on the Camarillo 36-yard line. Wagner sets his line, backs in an I formation. He'll go back to pass, rolling to his right side. He's being chased, he throws, ball's knocked down, and incomplete. Good defensive pursuit that time by Westlake, as they're all over Wagner. Wagner had to get rid of the ball. The ball was tipped and fell to the ground before anybody can get to it, so we'll have a 2nd down and 10. Wagner once again getting the play from his father, who's a head coach for Camarillo. Gary Wagner, number 7. You see him right there, the quarterback. A full house backfield now for Camarillo. They got 3 men in the backfield. The give is to the last man through. That is Steele. Hairston, the ball carrier. I'm sorry, that's number 80 was the ball carrier that time. He was the man in the deep part of the backfield. He only gets a couple yards out of that. So 3rd down and 8 coming now. So at 2 yards on the play, we'll have a 3rd and 8. Actually, a 3rd and a long 8. He only got about a yard and a half on that play. So a 3rd and 8. Coming up, ball on the 38-yard line of Camarillo. And a passing situation coming up. Let's see if Wagner goes out of the shotgun. He did that a lot in the second quarter and it worked. He's not going to go out of the shotgun. He's going to go from the regular center snap position. Backs are in an I formation. Wagner back to pass. The blocking is there. The throw is almost intercepted by Dan Sifferman. Sifferman stepped right in front of the receiver, John McGee, and almost picked that off, and he would have been cleared for 6 points, but to no avail, and it's going to be a 4th and 8 coming up, and the Westlake defense holds, and that's a good sign indeed. Number 64, Steve back the punt for Camarillo. Snap is good, the punt is up, and it's going to be a low liner. Bakos will be the man receiving right there, number 34. And he's hit immediately, dropped right at the 27.5-yard line, and that's where Westlake will put the ball in play here in the second half, 1st and 10. So Steve Chop will come out and quarterback the Westlake Warriors once again here in the second half. Chop threw 3 passes in the first quarter. It was 2 out of 3. One of them was for a 65-yard touchdown. So Chop breaks his huddle. They're slotted on the left side of the line. Now McNeil goes into motion. That's who they give the ball to. McNeil off the right side of the line, and he's going to be dropped right at the 30-yard line. So McNeil with a gain of 3 yards, and we'll have a 2nd and 7 coming up. So 2nd down and 7 for Westlake. Now Sifferman will leave the game. Westlake has another play being brought in by George Contreras. Once again, Westlake slotted on the left side. That's McNeil, the slot man. And the give will be to the first man through, Iverson, and he's hit immediately right about the 31, maybe the 32-yard line. And they're only going to give him forward progress to the 31-yard liner. So this will be a 3rd down and 6 coming up, only a gain of 1. So a 3rd and 6. Yardage getting very stingy now for the Westlake Warriors. Chop sets his huddle, or sets his line, that is. He's set to go. Chop will give over to Winkler, sweeping to the left side. Winkler cuts in, and not before he is knocked down by about 4 or 5 white jerseys. He's going to be way short of the 1st down, so it'll be a 4th coming up for Westlake, and the Camarillo defense holds. This will be only the 2nd punt of the game for Westlake. They have scored every time they had the ball but 1, and this will be their 2nd time they haven't scored. So Westlake unable to get the 1st down. It'll be marked 4th and 3. Alvaro Lavin is in punt formation for Westlake. Snap is good. Lavin's punt is off to the side. It's going to be taken by number 25, Andrew Rice, and he's hit immediately right at the 35-yard line, and that's where Camarillo will put the ball in play, 1st and 10. Okay, the Camarillo crowd now starting to come alive on the far side. They know they have to get something big offensively now. They can get right back in this game. They trailed it 27-7, or 27-6, should I say. And now it's 27 Camarillo, and they have the ball right now. They can pull within a touchdown. Wagner brings his troops out of the huddle. He's going to be in the shotgun position. This worked very good for him in the 2nd quarter. So Wagner out of the shotgun. We'll go back to pass. He's looking. He's got a scramble now. Rolls, throws. He's got Steele. He's hit the back. Slips the tackler. Steele goes forward, and he may only gain about 1 or 2 on the play, but he saved about an 8-yard loss. Steele was the safety man on the play. Nobody was open downfield. And Steele was the checkoff man. So give Steele a gain of 2, and we'll have a 2nd and 8 coming up for Camarillo. Ball marked at the 37-yard line. 5 minutes and 45 seconds with the clock running left to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 8, that is. So Wagner will bring his troops out. He'll go out of the shotgun once again. Remember, it worked in the first half. Let's see if Westlake can regroup. Wagner back to pass. He's got a man open. He throws, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of number 86. We do not have his name on the score. Okay, now we got it. This one is Tim Pop. So Tim Pop had the ball hit him right in the numbers and popped out. So Pop had the ball pop out of his hands. And that was an easy completion and a 1st down for Camarillo, so a bad break. Wow. So a 3rd down and 8 coming up. Wagner goes back to pass. He's looking, throws to the opposite side of the field. He has Wade right there, Wade Blair. He gets the 1st down on the run play. So a screen to the opposite side. Camarillo had it set up nice. And Wade Blair just followed his blockers and got the 8 yards for the first down. So a good play called by the coaching staff. Have Camarillo. Now we got an injured player down on the field right in front of the Camarillo bench, and it's a Camarillo player. Well, if we can get a chance to check out his number, I'll give you his name. The Westlake High cheerleaders. And there's George Contreras right on the sideline along with his troops behind him. Steve Chop, the starting quarterback, sitting there with the ball, waiting to get back into the game. Number 19. He's 2 for 3 in the game today. Of course, he threw a 65-yard touchdown pass back in the first quarter. Wow, or second quarter, should I say. Okay, the injured player is off the field. We did not get a chance to get his number. We apologize for that. First in, ball on the 48-yard line of, should I just say the 50-yard line? Okay, midfield stripe. The give is up the middle this time to number 32. He's going to go all the way. He's to the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Brian Paulson, untouched on the misdirection play. That's a counter play. Again, Camarillo faked a pitch to steal, then gave it to Paulson right up the middle. And Paulson ran it home. 27-20, and Camarillo with an extra point here can pull within 6 points of Westlake. Holy coly. Pinto be ready to call. McGee is the holder. You see Pinto and McGee right there. Ball's down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, the score, Westlake 27, Camarillo 21. And don't leave your seats, folks. We have a very exciting game coming up. Wow. We have not seen an offensive game yet this year. Really, on Star and Cable, most of it's been great defensive showings. But both these teams showing that offense is still alive here in the Miramati League. 27-21 to score. We're in the third quarter, and a lot more to come. So Steve Pinto will kick it off for our Camarillo. And there you see Winkler, number 23. He'll be one of the up men for Westlake, or Scott Winkler, should I say. I'm sorry, Scott. So Pinto ready to kick the ball off for Camarillo. He gets a signal from the official, and the kick is up, and it's a booming kick. Pinto knocks it all the way out of the end zone. Pinto got every single ounce of muscle behind that, and a fired up Pinto on the sideline. So Westlake will put the ball in play, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line, and they're in trouble. They have had a 20-point lead diminished down to 6. The Westlake side right now awfully quiet. Camarillo's side fired up. So Steve Chop, he's got to get some business going right now for Westlake. Chop will give the ball over to Iverson. Iverson score for about 4 yards to the 24-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark forward progress. So give Iverson 4 yards on the play. And we'll have a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Westlake breaks the huddle. They got to come alive now. They got to get an established offensive drive here. Chop will hand the ball off over inside to Winkler. He's got an opening. Winkler's going to go all the way. I don't believe it. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Warriors. Oh my. I don't believe it, folks. Both these teams have drive offensively. Winkler on a misdirection inside. It looked like the handoff was going to McNeil, sweeping to the right side, but Chop gave the ball to Winkler inside, and Winkler was untouched. Winkler went 76 yards on the run, 76 yards untouched. And Westlake will go for the two-point conversion. So the Warriors going for the two-point conversion. Send a man in motion to the left side. Chop rolling to his right, throws, intercepted. So the two-point conversion is no good. Chop, that's hard for Steve Chop. Remember, he's left-handed and he rolls to his right side. He's going to throw off balance. So with 3 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in the third quarter to score, the Westlake Warriors 33, the Camarillo Scorpions 21. Wow, I tell you what, it is a very, very exciting game. I wouldn't doubt it if Camarillo ran the opening on his kickoff back. That's the way this game's been going. As soon as one team scores, the other team comes back and does the same thing on long plays. Holy cow. So Puckett will go up and tee the ball up for Westlake. Back deep for Camarillo is number 26 John Lee and number 80 Mercy Hairston. So Puckett ready to go. Officials say let's get it going. And Puckett puts the ball up high in the air, and the ball's going to go to number 26 Lee. Lee takes it about on the 15-yard line. It's up to the 20. Lee cuts inside, now cuts outside. He's going to be dropped right about the 25-yard line. So that's where Camarillo will put the ball in play, 1st and 10. Ball will be inside the 25-yard line of Camarillo. So now let's see if Wagner can pull a trick out of his hat right now. The quarterback now trotting onto the field. You'll see him coming into your screen real soon. Oops. The ball will be marked officially at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. So Wagner, let's see if he worked on the shotgun. Yes, he does. Oh, I tell you, Camarillo is putting all the stops out tonight. The shotgun position practically the whole game. Wagner back to pass. He's looking, throws a swing pass off the steal. He falls down, and that's where they're going to have to mark it. A rule in high school and college, of course, as soon as the ball carrier has his knee touch the ground, that's where they mark the ball. So still will be credit with a loss back to the 9-yard line. So a loss of 5 will have a 2nd and 15. 2nd and 16, pardon me. So another long yardage situation coming up for Camarillo, but we've seen it being done all game today, so this should be easy. From the shotgun, Wagner gets the ball, back to pass. He's looking, he throws, he's got pop, and he's caught the ball. He's going to be very close to the 1st down, or he's going to be 5-yard short, I'm sorry, it's hard to see. The ball's going to be marked right at the 30-yard line. So we'll have a 3rd down coming up. So Pop, number 86, makes the catch this time on a curl pattern to the inside. So we'll have a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 for Camarillo. And I'll be interested if they run out of the shotgun once again. It has worked for Camarillo. Wagner will not go out of the shotgun. They'll go right up to the center snap, and the backs will be set in an I formation. They're slotted to the left side. Wagner back to pass, throws to the left side, a curling pattern, and Pop drops the ball. Number 86, once again, that's his 2nd pass he's dropped. That would have been a 1st down. The ball was almost picked off to after it hit the shoulder pads. To be in all fairness to Pop, it is very, very cold tonight, so you got to know the hands are going to hurt when the ball hits it. So Pop cannot hold on to the ball, and we'll have a 4th down and 5 coming up in a punting situation for Camarillo. From 64, Steve Pinto will be punting. Pinto's kick is a high one. McNeil will call for the fair catch, or actually that is Number 34, Dave Bakos. So he calls for a fair catch, and there's flags down on the field. And we're going to have roughing the kicker. Oh my! Roughing the kicker against Westlake. So Camarillo will come back 1st and 10. They'll have the ball. So Westlake, with a very, very costly mistake, will just give Camarillo the ball back. An automatic 1st down plus a 5-yard assessment, or excuse me, a 15-yard assessment, I am sorry. The ball will be moved all the way up to the 45-yard line of Camarillo. So 1st and 10, ball on the 45 of the Scorpions, and that's where they'll put the ball in action. So instead of punting the ball away from Westlake, the Warriors commit the penalty. And Wagner now will work out of the regular center snap position. He is not in the shotgun. Back to an I formation. Wagner will give the ball to the first man through right away. No, he slips through. I don't believe it. He's going to go all the way. Maybe he's to the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. Oh my, I don't believe it. Number 32, Terry Nelson, goes all the way. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage by 3 Westlake linemen. And I don't know how he slipped through them, but he did, and went 55 yards for another touchdown. 33-27. Don't leave your seats yet. This game is by far from over. A minute 25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pinto attempting this extra point. McGee's the holder. The ball is up and the kick is good. So with a minute 25 left to go here in the 3rd quarter, the score: the Westlake Warriors 33 and the Camarillo Scorpions 28. Woo! I don't believe it. Westlake coming to today's game have been averaging defensively only 5 points scored against them. That is right, 5 points scored against them. So far, with a minute and 25 seconds in tonight's game, minute 25 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter, there have been 28 points scored against them. What has happened to their defense? Whew. Just got to be thankful that their offense has come alive this game. Wow. Terry Nelson has scored that touchdown. He was stopped right at the 45-yard line, at the line of scrimmage, by 3 Westlake defenders. They had him in their hands. He was tackled, but somehow slipped through all of them. I mean, Westlake came out of nowhere and was untouched the rest of the way for 55 yards and a touchdown. Oh my. So Steve Pinto, a familiar sight for Pinto. He's kicked off quite a bit tonight. Or so is Puckett on the other side. Pinto's kick. And we got a flag down. I think we're going to have an offside against Camarillo. So the kick will come over. Penalty marker on the field. There might be an offside against Camarillo. We'll wait for the official call. If they're going to mark the ball back, then we'll know it's an offside against Camarillo. And waiting right now for the official call. And they are going to move the ball back. So it will be an offside call against Camarillo. So they'll mark the ball at the 35-yard line, and that's what Steve Pinto will kick the ball this time. Okay. There you see Steve, number 64. His last kick was almost out of the end zone. Let's see if he can get some more on this ball. He's going to be kicking exactly where the professionals kick off. That is on the 35-yard line. And they'll have to kick it from the side hash mark now instead of the midfield. So Pinto approaches the ball. The kick is up. It's going to be a low liner. It's going to be grabbed there by McNeil. McNeil is to the 30-yard line, 35. He's going to break it. I don't believe it. Jamie McNeil. Touchdown, Warriors. Oh my. I am astonished, folks. I don't believe this game. George Contreras is really happy. McNeil right up the middle took the kickoff. got through the pack, and it was untouched about the 35 to 40 yard line. It was untouched the rest of the way. Westlake now leads at 39 to 28. Wow. What an offensive game. You do not see this usually in high school football. High school football is dominated by defense, but not tonight, neither team. Westlake going for the two-point conversion. McNeil the ball is going to be given to McNeil, and he's not going to get it. It's going to be dropped right at the 1 yard line. So the misdirection play to the right side of the line to McNeil did not work. And once again, Westlake misses the extra point. They have missed, I think, 4 extra points today. Or the conversion, should I say. So with 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter, to score now, Westlake 39, Camarillo 28. Hey, but don't leave your TV sets. Who knows, Camarillo might run this kickoff back. That's the way this game has gone. There's been 3 touchdowns scored in the last 3 minutes. This third quarter seems to be going on forever. So John Puckett now teeing up the ball for Westlake. And Lee and Hairston will be the deep men for Camarillo. Puckett says he's ready to kick the ball off, and the officials finally say yes. Puckett approaches the ball, and it's going to be a low liner. Going to be taken there by one of the midmen, number 22, and he's going to be stopped about the 35 yard line. Number 22, Sean Forster, or that is Jeff Freeland, I'm sorry. Jeff Freeland brings the ball back about the 3.5 yard line. And that's where the Camarillo Scorpions will put the ball in play. First and 10 with 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Wagner brings them out of the huddle. Let's see what might happen here. Backs are split. Wagner from the usual center snap, not from the shotgun now. Wagner back to pass, rolling to his left side, steps, throws long, he's got a man open, that's Pop. He can't, no, he drops the ball. Tim Pop dropped the ball again. That is his 3rd drop ball of the game. You see him right there. He has dropped 3 passes right to him. And I don't know, I might be putting another wide receiver in soon. He has dropped 3 passes right to him. He's having a hard time hanging on to the ball. Another good throw by Wagner that time. Second down, 10. The ball on the 33 yard line of Camarillo. Wagner sets his line. Wagner back to pass again. The blocking's there, steps up, throws, almost intercepted. Number 43, Bill Feander. The ball was right to him. I don't know who Wagner was throwing to. So we have a 3rd and 10 now. I tell you, that's Tim Pop's drop pass. On the play before that might just cost Camarillo another touchdown. Oh my. 35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 39-28 to score. Camarillo trails, they have the ball. Back in the I formation, now we got a penalty, they're gonna have too much time. Delay of game against Camarillo, so they'll be moved back 5 more yards. We'll have a 3rd and 15. Be interested to see if Wagner comes out of the shotgun position. He's done that quite a bit tonight. Wow. This is the type of football you like to watch. Very, very exciting. Got to be looking forward to that Westlake High, Thousand Oaks High School game too coming up. The showdown for first place. Let's forget about that. Let's just think about this game. Both teams have their hands full. 3rd down and 15. Wagner will go out of the regular center snap. He's going to pitch to... Now they're going to have a flea flicker. A flea flicker, and it's not going to work. Wagner dropped in the backfield. The flea flicker, I haven't seen that in years. Wow, but Westlake read it very, very good. The flea flicker is a double reverse, but when the second man, the reverse man, gets the ball, he pitches back to the quarterback, and usually there's a man downfield wide open, but there was nobody open. I was checking the backfield. Every single Camarillo Scorpion was trapped. And now that's the end of the third quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, the score, Westlake 39, Camarillo 28. To get back to that flea flicker thing, Wagner had nobody to throw to and had to eat the ball. So a 4th and 15 coming up for Wagner. Actually, it'll be longer than that. It was dropped past the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be longer than a 4th and 15 when we get the official score or official mark. I will tell you. So 12 minutes of football left to be played here. And the way these two teams have been playing, we can count on a lot more than that. We got a 4th and 24 yards. So 4th and 24. Got a 4th and 23. That'll be the official mark. 26 now. They got to keep on changing that scoreboard on me, make me mad. So 4th and 26, and then you see the officials right there. Probably discussing this game going, how come it's so offensive? Wow, we got ourselves a good football game here. 39-28 the score. In the background you hear the Westlake High marching band performing here between the periods. So 4th and 26. Steve Pinto in punt formation. The snap is good. The punt is up very high. A fair catch being called by Westlake. Dave Bakel's calling the fair catch. And Westlake will put the ball in play. 1st and 10. Ball will be marked on the 50-yard line.
Hey, Winkler.
So now Steve Chop will come out to try to put some more points on the board to try to put this game out of reach. Every time it seems like Westlake has something going or gets the big lead, Camarillo strikes right back. So it's Chop. Right there, number 19, you see him. Sets his line to give, or Chop is going to keep the ball rolling to his left side. He's got to get around, and he's going to be drugged down. No, he slips a tackle. Chop steps up, and he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line, and flags are being thrown all over the place. Chop was all going to be dragged down behind.
Good job, Chopper.
It looked like.
What's talking to what?
Number 87, Dan Soto. And Soto just missed him, I guess. It looked like Chop just slipped the tackle. So Soto. And now we're going to have a penalty against Camarillo. It's going to be a piling-on penalty, a personal foul, unnecessary roughness against Camarillo. They're going to say they hit Chop after he was down. So now we have a 1st and 10, ball marked inside the 15-yard line. So the Warriors knocking on the door once again. Chop once again sets his line, sends a man in motion. He's going to go back to, he's going to get the ball up the middle. That is to Iverson. And Iverson's going to barrel forward for maybe about 2 yards, maybe 3 yards at the most. Tackle by Soto. Ball will be marked right at the 14 or the 11-yard line. So give him a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6. Chop once again sends his line out. Chop will give to the first man through, and he's going to go nowhere as he's surrounded by, that's Joe Iverson, the ball carrier. He's going to be surrounded by about 4 or 5 white jerseys. So we'll have a 3rd down coming up. Iverson, no gain on the play. Might have even lost a yard. And they're going to give him a loss of 1 yard, so we have a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 coming up. So a big 3rd down play coming up for the Warriors. 10 minutes, 37 seconds left to go here in the game. Clock running. The Warriors lead at 39-28. Camarillo's not out of this game yet. They got to hold them defensively here if you're a Camarillo fan. The give is up the middle. No, it's a reverse to McNeil. He's got room. He's to the 10, the 5. Touchdown, McNeil. Jamie McNeil scores again. Westlake ups their lead to 45-28. A big touchdown for that kid right there, number 31, Jamin McNeil. And Westlake will go for the two-point conversion. They haven't scored one yet tonight. Can try for one at least. And now McNeil, or that's Chop right there, he is really upset. Now calls timeout. Really upset. And he's yelling at the coach. You see Chop right there. He came storming off the field to the coach, George Contreras, yelling. I heard him yelling all the way up here. My bird perch. And you see Chop and Coach George Contreras going back to the huddle. Little breathing room now for Westlake. They lead at 45-28. They want to up their lead at 47. Remember, they went for the two-point conversion. Yet today. 10 minutes, 19 seconds left to go here in the game. Westlake leads it. The Warriors 3-0 overall, or 3-0 in the Marimonti League, and 6-1 overall. The referee checking his time. You're only given a certain amount of seconds for your timeout. Now there's George Contreras. He'll leave. All right, a two-point conversion being attempted now by Westlake. They lead it 45-28. Chop will sit underneath the center. He sends McNeil in motion. Chop keeps the ball, and he does not get to in the end zone. Chop is stopped about at the 1-yard line. So Chop, a fake handoff to Jamin McNeil up the middle. Ball himself and got stopped about right on the goal line. So the two-point conversion does not work, and they have not yet got a conversion tonight. 45-28 to score. Or they gotten one. That was an extra point kick. The rest of them missed. 45-28 to score. Westlake leads it with 10 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the game. So a big touchdown indeed for Westlake. A 17-point lead for the Warriors. So Camarillo's going to have to do a lot here. They're going to get two touchdowns very, very quick and then hope for a miracle after that. So Puckett will kick the ball off for Westlake. You see him right there, number 44 with his hand up. Gets the signal from the official, approaches the ball is up. It's going to be short. It's going to be taken by number 22, Jeff Freeland, and he's hit right away at the 24-yard line. That's where Camarillo will go into action. First and 10, ball at 24. Camarillo's going to have to do something in a hurry if they want to get back in this game. That last touchdown was a big touchdown indeed by Westlake, and it was set up by the unnecessary roughness call when Chop was hit after he was already down. So the penalty really costly to Camarillo. So Gary Wagner will bring his troops out. First and 10, ball at 24-yard line. Wagner will work out of the shotgun position. Wagner gets the ball, back to pass. He's looking, steps, throws long. He's tipped for number 84, Jeff Legasic, and it's incomplete. Good coverage on the play by Dan Sifferman. Sifferman breaking up the play. But the only thing right now Camarillo can do is just start throwing the ball long. But you really can't count them out because they have moved the ball all game. But the most important thing, if you're a Westlake fan, is so has the Westlake Warriors. 17 points more, that is fact. Second and 10, ball on the 24-yard line. Wagner will work out the regular center snap position. And a broken play. What happened there was the count was probably on 2. The center stepped it on 1 because Wagner got the ball and nobody else moved. So the center missed the count on that play. So a broken play and a loss of 4 yards for Camarillo. Will have a 3rd and 14 coming up. 9 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here in the game, and the clock is running. 45-28 to score. Westlake leads it. Jim Ossola here. The rest of the Store Cable folks bringing you this exciting high school football game. Wagner back to pass, steps in the pocket, wants to throw, does, complete, and he steps out of bounds to see if he caught the ball. Yes, going to be caught right at the first down marker. He's going to be short by a yard. Okay, so we'll have a 4th and 1 coming up. Tim Ott that time, number 86, was the man who caught the ball, so we're going to have a 4th and 1 situation, actually 4th about inches. Ball's just short. They got to get to the 34-yard line. In the 13 of the play. So 8 minutes, 53 seconds left to go. And Camarillo with a big 4th down call coming up. If they don't make this, it's all over. So Wagner sends them out. Backs are in I formation. They're slotted to the left side. Wagner will give to the first man through. He first down. So he gets to the 32-yard or 37-yard line. Terry Nelson, the ball carrier, number 32. Now we have a 1st and 10. Ball will be marked on the 30 or 36-yard line. Okay, that's what they marked forward progress. So Wagner will bring him out once again. He's not going to go from the shotgun. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left to go. Clock is running. Backs are in an I formation. Slotted to the right side as a flanker. Wagner back to pass, rolling to his left side. He's got to move. Wagner in trouble. He's hit from behind and dropped at the 30-yard line. There you see him, Gary Wagner, in trouble. Wagner listed at 5'11", 185 pounds. He's a senior. Very talented quarterback. Contreras right there on the sideline shouting instructions to the players on the bench. Wanting to keep the players off the sidelines. There you see the Westlake High defense. Usually a very stingy defense, one of the top defenses in Southern California, but not tonight. Wagner on 2nd and 16. We'll go back to pass. Wagner looking, throws a little screen. It's incomplete. Oh, and did he get popped? Number 84, Tom Agasic, and he's hurt. Getting up very slow. Now gets up. Whoa. That almost fell. Agasic was nailed. And he didn't even catch the ball anyway. The ball was way overthrown over his head. So we'll have a 3rd and 16 coming up. Nothing much that Camarillo can do now is to start putting the ball up in the air long. So Westlake's defense is starting to play a little bit of football here in the 4th quarter. Being very, very stingy. 45-28 the score. Wagner, number 7, sets his line. He'll go back to pass. Wagner looking. He's got a scramble. He's slapped at the 10-yard line. So Wagner dropped at the 10-yard line. And we'll have a 4th down. And let me count it up here for you. 10, 20, 35 yards. So 4th and 35. I'm actually going to mark it 4th and 33. Okay. We're going to mark it at the 13-yard line, not the 10-yard line. 4th and 33. So 7 minutes left to go in the game. Clock running. Pinto will be in punt formation. And it looks like Danny Sifferman will be the deep man for Westlake. Snap is high. Pinto gets the ball off. The kick is high. Fair catch being called by Sifferman, and he makes the catch at the 43-yard line, 42-yard line of Camarillo. And that's where Westlake can put the ball in play. And they're in excellent field position. They can add on to their score right now. So at the beginning of the game, George Contreras was really concerned about his offense because they have not had the offensive production they thought they would have all season. But he has been happy because his defense had been magnificent. Well, you got to be happy with the offensive production they've had, but you got to be concerned about the defense today.
Let's go!
They gave us to Winkler off the left side. Winkler is hit, knocked down about the 37-yard line. They gain about 5 yards. Depends where they mark the ball. Going to mark it at the 38. And they'll mark it at the 38-yard line, so we'll have a 2nd down and 6. Give him 4 yards in the play, so 2nd and 6. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to go in the game. Clock running. Chop. Sets his line. Backs are split. The give is to Iverson, and he doesn't get very much. Joe Iverson stopped about the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. They're going to mark it at the 36-yard line, so they're going to give him 2 yards, so we'll have a 3rd and 4 coming up for Westlake. Feander, number 43, steps into the game now. He has the play from the sideline. So 3rd and 4, ball on the 36-yard line. Chop sets his line, gives the ball on a reverse inside to McNeil. McNeil can score again. He's to the 20, the 10, touchdown! McNeil, his 4th touchdown of the game. Jamin McNeil scores for the 4th time tonight. Oh my. 51-28 to score. And a very relieved George Contreras on the sidelines right there. I'll be saying, where my offense been all year? Let's save some for next week. Now Westlake will attempt the 1-point conversion now. Puck it in to kick it. Kick is up and it is no good. So another conversion attempt missed by Westlake. They've only made 1 all game. They have 51 points. 5 minutes, 26 seconds up to go in the game. The score, the Westlake Warriors 51, the Camarillo Scorpions 28. I tell you, it's getting very, very cold out here. It almost feels like out here. Definitely cold up here. We up on our forklift at Lancer Stadium. We're on the opposite side of the field we are usually on. And it's worked out very well, as you can see. It's been a very, very good game. Very, very good game brought to you here on Story Cable Sports. The camera work, everything. It was an entertaining game being put on by Westlake High also. 51 points scored so far. The Warriors start up their war dance song. All right, Puckett ready to kick off for Westlake. Number 44 approaches the ball. It's going to go to the right side of the field, taken there by Hairston, number 80. Hairston to the 20, knocked there at the 23, and goes to about the 24-yard line, and that's exactly where the Camarillo Scorpions will put the ball in play 1st and 10 on the 24-yard line. 5 minutes, 19 seconds up to go here in the game. 51-28 to score. Westlake leads it. Wow. It's been a long game. Of course, we had the homecoming ceremonies at halftime, but with all this scoring, it's been a long game to play. And Wagner will have to work out of the shotgun now for the remainder of the game, it looks like. He's back to pass. The rush is slow, but he's scrambling now. He's got to go to his right side, throws. It's picked off by the Warriors. Number 51, Greg Slavin, the defensive captain for Westlake, picks off the ball, and the Westlake Warriors will put the ball back in play. 10, ball on the 26-yard line of Camarillo. And they're going to bring in the backup quarterback, Jim Grand Prix. So Westlake now will have a new quarterback, Jim Grand Prix. Chop will have the rest of the night off, and so will most of the starters. So Grand Prix, 6 foot, 162-pound junior, will quarterback the Warriors now for the rest of the way. So this time the give is to number 34, Dave Bakos, and he goes about to the 20-yard line. So we're going to see a lot of new players now. So number 11, Jim Grand Prix, was the new quarterback. 3 minutes, 58 seconds, clock running. Left to go here in the game. 51-28. Westlake knocking on the door once again, looking for more points. Grand Prix sets his line. Sends a man in motion, a missed play. That's a broken play. And Grand Prix will have to scramble. He gets 1 yard out of it. I think he wanted to go to the man who was moving up the motion man who was moving to the left side, and Grand Prix just missed the handoff. Now that's going to happen. You can't fault the Grand Prix. It's just that he has not had the practice or the game experience to come through. If Grand Prix now plays every day, every play, that play would not be missed. So you can't really fault him for that. It's just a lack of playing time. Grand Prix sends a man in motion. That is Bakos, that is. Bakos slips 1 tackle and gets to about the 18-yard line. And we'll have a 4th down now for Westlake. And they'll go for it. Play being shuttled in by number 8, Nick Lagatuda. Latitude, that is. 4th and 3. They're going to go for it. Straight ahead is Grand Prix, and he's going to get the first down. So Grand Prix on the quarterback keep gets the first down, and Westlake's offense remains alive. Ball will be spotted at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. So with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game, Westlake has a 1st and goal, trying to add on to their 51 points. Wow. Grand Prix will give the ball to number 30, Robert Herrera, and he gets to about the 5-yard line. Are they going to mark it at what, the 7? Okay, or the 8-yard line, I'm sorry. So only give him a gain of 1. So it'll be a 2nd down. I am sorry, it's a 2nd and 4. Okay, the ball was on the 14-yard line, not the 9-yard line. Very hard to see where I am up here. So we have a 2nd and 4, I'm sorry. Herrera once again the ball carrier, doesn't get much action this time. And he's dropped right about the 8-yard line again. So Grand Prix, number 11, sends his troops out again. We have a 3rd and 4. See if he goes up the middle again. The 2nd string getting a chance to play here.
Craig, put the headphones in the box.
This time the give is to Bakos, and he's going to be hit short of the 1st down. I'm sorry.
Give it to him.
We'll be talking to Coach George Gutierrez at the end of the game, so stick around. I know he's going to have a lot to say about this game. I'd like to see if we can also get Jamin McNeil. He scored 4 touchdowns today. 33 seconds left to go, clock running, and Grand Prix calls timeout. So, with 31 seconds left to go, number 11, Jim Grand Prix calls timeout. He's going to go over to talk to George Contreras. 4th and 4. This could be either the last play of the game or last offensive play of the game for Westlake. We might get one more offensive play in the game for Camarillo. But a very, very exciting game. That's if you like offense. Boy, I tell you, if you're a student of the defensive game, you got to be a little bit unhappy tonight. Now Westlake's still waiting. Officials say we're not going to start the... Westlake's ready to go, but the officials got to wait the entire 60 seconds for the timeout. Now you see Grand Prix number 11 is sitting there waiting. 31 seconds left to go. Westlake leads at 51-28. It'll be 4th and 4. Ball on the Camarillo 7.5-yard line mark at the 8-yard line. Okay, we're set to go. 4th and 4. Grand Prix sets his line. He'll go straight ahead, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. He might have gotten it. The clock will stop, and it looks like he got it. So a 1st and goal for the Warriors. down. So Grand Prix on 2 fourth down plays goes right up the middle, gets the first down. So a first and goal, ball on the 3-yard line, clock running, 17 seconds left to go in the game. This could be the last play. Grand Prix will go straight ahead again, and he's going to be stopped short. And they're going to let the clock run. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the game. The final score, the Westlake High Warriors 51, the Camarillo High Scorpions 28. We'll be back with an interview with George Gutierrez right after this.
On behalf of Westlake High School Principal Bill Albers and Athletic Director Bill Manson, thank you.
Has met with officials of the U.S. Football League to see what could be done about playing with them. Miller, a spokesman for the NFL owners, said that the talks are not hurting the negotiations very much. Before any NFL players could play for the U.S. Football League, a court would have to rule it's okay. You're listening to UPI World News. These are tough times for the record business. Brian McFadden explains there are a number of reasons why.
For one thing, demographics look rather dismal for rock records. The 15 to 24-year age group grew almost 48% between 1960 and 1970, but by 1979, the handwriting was on the
McNeil,
wall.
4 touchdowns. What do you got to say about that? 4 touchdowns, huh?
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. This was a great game. We finally put it together offensively. The line came together, started blowing people out, and misdirection, and we just caught them. We played a good game. The line was great.
Now, I was talking to Coach George Gutierrez last week, and the last 2 weeks, in fact, he's been very concerned about the offense of the team. Now, today, 50 points. Now, what did you guys do during the week of practice?
We had a good week in practice. The line especially had started blowing away people in practice, and it just carried over into the game, and put it together, and we knew we could blow them out. We knew we had to get a game where we could score a lot of points because we knew the defense couldn't always shut people out.
Now, you had one of your touchdowns was a kickoff return. That's the first time you'd done that this year or in your career? Or?
First time this year, but last year against this team, I returned 192 yards for a touchdown last year.
Now, the defense was a little bit different tonight. One of the most stingiest defenses, in the league is Westlake High. Now, you guys give up 28 points. Now, what's going to happen this week on defense?
They had a great quarterback, some really fine receivers, and we just have to kind of work on the pass coverage. We put it together a little better in the second half, but they're a fine team in passing.
Jamin, congratulations. 4 touchdowns to start today's game. Jamin McNeil. We'll be back with Coach George Gutierrez. Sure.
Ended without a shot fired. Officials in Washington say the government will, for the first time, borrow $1 billion Friday to help meet Social Security payments. That's news from United Press International. This is Craig Smith.
And weather for the Southland calls for continually windy, with highs tomorrow reaching 80 degrees and overnight lows dipping down to the mid-50s. Currently on that KNJO in Thousand Oaks, it's 65 degrees. With a little bit of Melissa Manchester. By request, you should hear how she talks about you.